We're going to solve a compound inequality. So either this is true or this is true. So I'm going to solve them separately, and then we're going to go ahead and combine everything back together, and we're going to write our answer using interval notation. So this first one right here, I can just divide both sides by 4, and that'll give me x is less than or equal to 3. So in other words, here's 3. We want to include it because we have the little equal sign underneath. And we want all the numbers that are smaller than that. So that means on the left side. Like that. Okay, now, so what we're saying is that we can use either these or the numbers that come out here. So here, there's two ways of doing this. We can either add x to both sides and then subtract 8, or just move the 16 over and then divide by -1, which will flip the sign. I'll do it the second way, because the second way is actually a little bit more complicated, but it's probably what most students would do. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 16 from both sides. So when I do that, I'll get negative x is less than -8. Now, I could either multiply or divide both sides by -1, whichever way you want to think about it, and that'll give me x, but since I'm the one that multiplied by -1, I'm going to have to flip the sign. Okay, so those numbers, here's 8. Now we want numbers that are larger than 8, so that's going to be on this side. And notice that I did not fill this in because the inequality didn't have the little line underneath. So now I can use either this or this. So since it's an or, I'm not looking for where they overlap. I'm saying that I can use, if the number is in this set, it works. If it's in this set, it works. Or if it's in both sets, it works. Now together, if I put them both on the same number line, here's 3, here's 8. I want all the numbers this side and all the numbers this way. So I've got two separate intervals. So negative infinity is on this direction, positive infinity is in this direction. So one interval is from negative infinity to 3. Again, you write from left to right on your interval notation. So negative infinity to 3. Now, I never include infinities because they're not numbers, but 3, I'll go ahead and I'll include that. And then, whoops, I don't want to include 8. So I want to put these two, well, okay, I'll do that in a second. So the other interval right here is from 8 to infinity. Again, we don't include infinities, and we're not going to include 8 in our solutions. And then to put these together, we'll put our little union symbol in between. And so this will be our interval notation for the solution to that problem.